My name's Sabrina Ramonov, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to use Deep Live Cam to do a real-time face swap and video deepfake with a single click and only a single image. And real quick, before I dive in, I'll show you what it looks like using my own camera. So here's Deep Live Cam running on my computer. I uploaded a picture of Kylie Jenner, and now I'm going to hit live. Okay, and now it just real-time swapped my face with Kylie Jenner. Okay. Go back here, and we can try another face as well. Choose Wednesday Adams. Okay. Then over here, click live. So literally with a single click, a single image, this is a real-time deep face swap. And there are a lot of other cool things you can do. So we'll dive into how to set it up and how to get it working. First step is to go to Google and just Google Deep Live Cam. Go ahead and click that. Okay, and this is the open source Git repo for this project. You can see all the files they use here, how it all works. If you're technical, you can dive into the entire code base here. And there are two different ways to install it. There's kind of the easy mode way that doesn't require any technical background whatsoever. And this is what we're going to go through today. The only downside is there is a one-time cost. I believe it's $12 to download the latest version of it. But that's a one-time cost and it goes towards supporting this open source project. For those of you who have technical background, you can install it for free following these instructions. You just clone the repository, download the models, install the dependencies, and then down here are the usage instructions. There's image video mode where you can swap faces in an image or video. And then there's the webcam mode, which I just showed you, real-time face swap. For those of you watching this video, you probably want to do the quick start download, which requires zero technical expertise. So go ahead and click this, download on Gumroad. And it's going to take you to a Gumroad checkout page hosted by the creator of the GitHub repo. And I already purchased it just to go through the process and support the project. Even though it says this is a monthly membership, I suggest you just go ahead and cancel it right after purchasing it. You get to download the package with the latest major build from GitHub, and you really don't have to upgrade it again until you want to. You can already do a lot with the current latest version that you get for $12 one time. Okay, so go ahead and purchase that. You'll be taken to this download page, so go ahead and download both of these files. It will probably take a while since they're about 3 gigs each. Once you've downloaded the file, go ahead and double click on it to extract it. And it's going to ask you where you want to install it. For me, I made a Deep Live Cam folder in my documents directory. And that's where I extracted everything here. And it's going to take a while, but once it's ready, go ahead and open it in your folder explorer and then click how to run. This will open a little notepad with instructions. So step 1, make sure you install CUDA Toolkit 11.8. Once you've done that, double click start portable nvidia.bat. This is just a Windows batch file. And if you have any issues, you can contact the creator at hackcider@gmail.com. So let's do step 1, install CUDA Toolkit 11.8. So just go ahead, copy this into Google, CUDA Toolkit 11.8. Should be the first results. Select your operating system. In my case, this is Windows, and then select the architecture, and then select the version. I chose version 11. And then for installer type, I chose local executable. And then click download. And this will again take a while. It's a sizable file. Once it's downloaded, double click on it and follow the on-screen installation instructions. But once you've done that, then you just click start portable NVIDIA to run the program. So let me close this. So go back to your Deep Live Cam folder, wherever you decided to store it, and you can see the batch file here. Okay, so go ahead and double click that. It should pop up a terminal that looks like this, and then it'll show the Deep Live Cam app. And now let's go ahead and start a live stream. So select a face. I'm going to do a real-time face swap with Kylie Jenner. You just have to upload that source face and then go ahead and click. So here I've uploaded an image of Kylie Jenner and try to get a really good image of the person's face so that it'll be more accurate. And then go down here and just click live, and this will kick off the real-time face swap. All right, and here I am as Kylie. So I'm going to increase the size of this. And I'll show you guys how to do that in a second as well. That doesn't work out of the box from the install. You have to add an extra parameter. And so let's talk about some of the options here. You can actually choose to enhance the face even further. So it'll be an even more accurate real-time face swap, but it'll be laggier, like the motions will be laggier, but we can go ahead and try it anyway. So if you go ahead and enable face enhancer and then click live again, boom. And you can see like way clearer, right? It looks high fidelity, not pixelated or blurry, but I'm super laggy. My motions don't seem continuous. but still really impressive quality of the real-time face swap. And so to enable that, you just do face enhancer. So again, you will get higher quality, but the motions will look really choppy. It won't really look like you're talking continuously or properly. Okay, let me go ahead and close this. Sorry guys, you're back to seeing me. Okay, so now let's talk about some other options here. So it's really handy to be able to resize the window. You have to add an extra option manually. Let's go ahead and close everything out. Go back to your folder with Deep Live Cam. And again, this is the instructions, how to run. And then this is the file that we ran, the Windows batch file, start portable NVIDIA. Go ahead and right click that and edit it in Notepad, or if you're technical and you already have a code editor, you can open that. This is the script that's being run every time you double click on that batch file. And what you want to do is add this parameter to the end. So the default version that you download will just have this line, and then go ahead and add this parameter at the end, -live resizable. And that allows you to resize the live real-time output to the size you want. Make sure it works, go ahead and restart everything. So double click on Start Portable NVIDIA, and then go live, just like I showed you, and try resizing the window, and it should work. So I'm not going to show that again, but I did want to show some other parameters that you can use. So in the open source project GitHub repo, they have a README, and if you scroll all the way to the bottom, it has a list of command line arguments that you can use. And some of these are already included in the user interface: keep FPS, keep frames, many faces, map faces, etc. But some of them are not included in this interface. So things like live resizable. To enable that, you just have to add it to the script, just like I showed you. So yeah, here are all the command line arguments, and you can play around with these. Now, the other thing I wanted to show, besides the real-time face swap, you can swap out multiple faces in an image. So let's just do a simple example here to show you what I mean. Let's choose Kylie again, and then let's select a target photo. It's going to be Wednesday Addams, okay? And what we're going to do is the face swap in the photo. Click Start, and it's going to ask you where you want to save the output file. So I'm just going to save it in my downloads folder called output. Then go ahead and open your downloads folder, and it should be there. So this is Wednesday Addams with Kylie Jenner's. So this is, again, the face swap, the Wednesday Addams photo, but with Kylie Jenner's face. And let's try that again with a face enhancer. Replace the existing file. You can see the status here, progressing, processing to image, succeeded. Okay, go ahead and click output again. So I get much, much higher quality, right, with the face enhancer. I should have kept the original version as well, so you could compare it side by side. But yeah, I mean, just much higher quality, less pixelated and blurry. This looks pretty realistic. Now, the last thing I want to show you is how to have a little fun with this. So can you join a Google Hangout or a Teams conference or Zoom call with Deep Live Cam? First, let's just start a meeting. And again, it could be any meeting where you can share your screen. Let's just start a Google Hangout. The problem is that Deep Live Cam and the meeting will both want to use the same camera. So what we're going to do, first turn off your camera in the Google Hangout, and then let's start up our Deep Live Cam. So let's try Angelina Jolie, okay? And then go ahead and hit live. Oh, okay. And then, yeah, so go ahead and expand this so it takes up as much of your screen as possible. Go ahead and share our screen, go to window, okay, and then look for preview to pop up. It's a little glitchy. Yeah, look for this preview and then hit share. So yeah, I mean, it's very delayed. I think your coworkers will figure it out when they hear your voice and it doesn't match the image. It's still just a really fun thing to do to prank your coworkers on a, let's say, a Friday afternoon meeting that was probably unnecessary. And like I said, there are better ways to do this so that you're properly streaming from this preview. And for that, I would recommend a tool like OBS, which is free. And just wanted to close out this video talking about obvious security concerns with deepfakes and misinformation. And it is becoming serious. These are some high-profile cases. In 2021, criminals tricked a bank manager into transferring $35 million to a fraudulent bank account. Basically, they knew that the company was about to make an acquisition and would initiate a wire transfer. That bank manager received what he believed to be a voice call from the director of the company. So someone he already knew, someone he had spoken to. They shared good news and asked the manager to authorize $35 million worth of transfers. And you saw just now how easy it was to create that, right? Obviously, the real-time streaming is still a little bit wonky. You can clearly tell just because of the delay and the motion and stuff. But the deepfake image, you can also make a deepfake video that's not real-time streaming, and therefore it's much higher quality, much more believable. This stuff is getting easier and easier and easier and cheaper to produce. So what's going on in the research community to help combat deepfakes? There are basically two different approaches. One is detection, and the second is authentication. Detection uses AI to figure out whether a piece of media is a deepfake, using AI models trained on real and fake media and looking for discrepancies like facial or vocal inconsistencies, evidence of the deepfake generation process, color abnormalities, things like that. Here's a list of like typical signs to look for discerning real from fake images. So like I said, inconsistency in the skin, parts of the body, shadows around the eyes, light reflection in the eyes, movements of the mouth. So that approach detection is using AI to combat AI deepfakes. The second approach is authentication, and it's designed to be embedded when a piece of media is created. And there are a couple different approaches. Number one, digital watermarks that are embedded in a piece of media at the time you create it. So at the time you're filming a video on your iPhone, it would have a digital watermark to help detect subsequent deepfakes. For example, adding like little pixels or audio patterns if it's a video that are detectable by a computer but imperceptible to humans. And that little pattern, whether it's a pixel or audio pattern, that would disappear if someone's trying to create a deepfake from the original image. The second approach is metadata that is cryptographically secure. So your original media would have metadata describing the data in a cryptographic way. And if it's altered in any way, then that metadata becomes incomplete. And a third approach that I haven't heard much about using the blockchain. You can easily compare a piece of media and its metadata to the blockchain version to prove whether it's the original. So there definitely is a lot of ongoing research around combating deepfakes and misinformation, especially as the cost to produce deepfakes and misinformation continues to plummet. It's literally cheaper, easier, and faster than ever before. Hope you enjoyed this video walkthrough of Deep Live Cam. My name's Sabrina Ramonov, and later today, Saturday, 7 p.m., I'm going to demo this streaming live on my TikTok live, which I do every Saturday at 7 p.m. So come hang out.